So my name is Aaron Alexander, and my family and I moved into this house almost 2 years ago. I am a delivery engineer for security solutions for IT. So that means I work with clients all around the country, in some cases all around the world. Beautiful area. We moved up from Arizona where it's a lot of sun. So, solar had been on our radar from down there. Didn't really think we could use it much up here because it rains a lot. But after going through an ice storm, we lost power for a couple days, and then a heat storm in the summer where we lost power again for a couple days. And we decided we should look into other options. My wife is a type 1 diabetic, so having her medicine available and cold at all times is very important to us. Losing power for a couple days is not good. So getting solar and then having the battery backup to keep it available to us all the time was very important. We sized our solution so that we would have enough battery capacity to give us about 2 days of battery without the solar. But we also have the solar system there to recharge our batteries during the day while we are not consuming as much power. So it was a decision to pick the solution we did to give us enough runtime. So DPI Solar was recommended to us from our neighbor. They really held my hand throughout the whole process because I am not a solar expert. I learned a lot working with them. They worked with me to find the best location for the whole system, because there's a couple different options. And I really liked Josh. He was very good to work with. He walked me through all aspects of it, not just the actual panels themselves, where they would go, but what they would cost, how much they would offset my electrical bill. We looked over my bill from our local utility, PGE, and we were able to use that and estimate, well, you'll be able to completely eliminate that if we go with the solar we have projected. But he also gave me other options, like to do a smaller system if I didn't want to completely eliminate PGE, because save on the installation cost. But he was also able to give me detailed options for the rebates, like the Oregon incentive, and then also the federal programs that are available for the solar program. He was able to really give me all the details that I needed. So I own a Qcells system that consists of 3 batteries, and that gives us all the runtime we need. We picked that over some of the other competitors because they were smaller than the other ones we looked at, so they fit into our garage better. They don't take up a lot of space. They have longer lifespan, longer warranty, so that they're during the warranty period, so that we get our coverage. One of my favorite things about the battery solution from Qcells is the app. I love being able to check it. I'm a tech geek. I check things like that all the time. So I'm in the app 3 or 4 times a day looking at the production and versus our usage. I like to know if we're sending power back to the grid or if we're using power, and also I keep track of my battery solution to make sure that it's still charged, because we want to make sure that's available to me at all times. So I have had many neighbors and friends asking about our solution that we've installed, and I've talked to them many times about what we purchased, and I highly recommend they go with the Qcells Q-Home solution in addition to their solar project, to give them that peace of mind so they can keep running when they have an extended outage. It's happened too often, it's going to keep happening, so best to be protected, best to be prepared. So adding a battery to the system so that we have constant power available to us to make sure that our kids were safe. My wife, her medicine was always available to her so that she was safe. It was a little bit more money on top of just the solar system, but to us it was a very worthwhile investment.